Hello, in this video I will be doing a full showcase of the Mimic, including his skins, some gameplay, and giving my thoughts about him. I won't waste time, so let's look at his abilities and stats. He has 21 sprint speed, 105 stamina, 15 starting damage that can go up, and he has a passive called Advanced Hunter where he can gain damage based on how many kills he has. This ability caps at 30 damage though. The other add-on to the passive is that he deals more damage to a survivor if they're alone. Overall, his stats look average and pretty balanced. Let's go to his abilities. His first ability is Elder Ascension, where he turns invisible and gets a little speed boost and becomes really quiet. This ability is really handy for ambushing off-guard survivors that just so happen to run into you as you're using this ability. You can also use this ability when in a chase to get an easier kill with the speed and unpredictability. Keep in mind though that survivors can still see you, it's just very hard to see the Mimic. Now, his second ability, Animalistic Instinct. You stand still for a short time and highlight players that are either really close to you or survivors that you can see. I don't even know if it's good or not because you might just not get use out of it. Because you stand still and can't really move, so survivors have time to run away. It makes it even harder with the fact that the Mimic sprint is slower than a survivor, giving enough time for the survivor to run away and the chance to attack them gone. Also, the highlighting range is pretty awful if you're not looking at them. However, if you do get a hit on someone with the ability, it's basically a free kill because of the damage you can do. Now I'm going to showcase all of the Mimic skins, and if they have a reference, I will explain it. Zombified, Sun, Rose, Drowned, Bronze, Silver, Gold. This is just a hunch, but the skull might be a reference to how the meat snake from Vita Carnis uses the skulls of dead animal carcasses as their own, in this case, the skull of a human. Elder. This skin is based off the Elder Mimic, which is a mimic that transforms into an elder when it has eaten too much food. Hunter. Diamond. This one might also be a stretch, but he is wearing a deer skull, so it also might be a reference to the meat snake or a Wendigoon. Grotesque. Hatago. This is based off a Project Kaiju monster. Monolith. This is from the Vita Carnis series, where monoliths are these huge creatures that protect the singularity. That's all the skins. If I missed a reference, please let me know. Now it's thoughts and tips time. The first tip is that you can use Animalistic Instinct while you're using Elder Ascension. This just makes it really easy to get kills, but keep in mind that the cooldowns are long, so only use this combo if you know you can secure the kill. Another tip, statement, is that his early game is pretty bad. With the low amount of damage he does, it's hard to get a kill. His passive, which deals more damage to someone who's alone, helps a lot, so you are going to have to target someone. Oh! Yeah, the Mimic does kind of rely on you targeting someone so that his damage can go up. If you hit someone in a group, you're going to want to only go after that person. Sorry. His early game ends fast, but it's a struggle sometimes. The next tip/statement is that he's map reliant. Very small amount of reliance. I can't stress how much he's not that map reliant, it's just with Animalistic Instinct, you need to see survivors to actually mark them and then hit them, so maps with a lot of corners and hiding spots are a hindrance to the ability. He is good on all maps, he just might struggle on maps like Fazbear's. He is still very good though. The final tip is to use Animalistic Instinct on a kill you know you can secure. Some instances being lockers and dead-end rooms. A map like Joy of Creation has a lot of dead-end rooms and corners, for example. Use those spots to your advantage. Overall, the Mimic is still a super fun monster to play. If you know how to use him, he can be super good. I know I didn't think much of Animalistic Instinct, but it is a really good ability. Can secure kills and deal a ton of damage. The thing that's really good about him is that he's not broken. Really, all you have to do is stay with one person or more, and that shuts down his passive. Again, he's just a really strong and fun monster to play as. That's all. I got all the info by playing the Mimic myself, so there might be info that you can find out by doing the same. I will start uploading more, but not in another week. Bye! Squatto 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 Squatto.